Okay, so a we have a recent flea market purchase, a uh, dunlap, and I'm hanging it on a Killinger handle. I've already done some work here. You can see it's made its way pretty far in. I've got about half an inch left, and I guess the the hanging of this, I just kind of wanted to show it. I'm gonna sell this, so if any buyers are interested, I will be listing it on my Etsy. I guess if you are buying it, a word of uh, not really a word, an apology. I had this in a vise, and I was trying to get. You can see it on the camera here. The it just scuffed up. I don't know why. I was trying to use a piece of leather, and it just didn't work. So I stuck mainly to just using this, and I have the old handle. This was It was such an interesting thing. So the axe, you can't really tell, but the axe was. I'm assuming it was store bought or handmade. I'm not sure. It must have been handmade. Um, because it was handmade because it was made. I trying to like. It didn't have a curve cut into it, and it just sort of like sat halfway into the Dunlap head. And so when I saw it, I was like really confused. It was like, all right, whatever. So I bought it off the guy, and I've actually had a couple really nice flea market experiences. I found a French joiner's hammer. Um, Famously, it was used to put in. So you would put your nail in, and then you would use this thin side right here to tap the nail back in further to allow you to seat another tongue and groove board or just a regular board. You'd always go at a 45. That's just something I know from carpentry and from my job itself. I in our You can see it in the background there. There is a 45-degree flooring nailer, and this is another flea market purchase. Um, I don't really know why it's duct tape. Actually, let me just show you why it's duct tape here because I don't know either. So if it's broken, it means I'm gonna have to replace it. But if it's just like this, then I'm probably good. I'm assuming it's broken because it's got some overstrike. There's a crack running right here, so safe to assume it was broken. It's a lot of duct tape, so yeah, it's probably what it was. Would have loved to have used this, but whatever. Mm. Yay, nay, broken, not broken. What's the verdict? Doesn't look like it's broken. I have no idea. I just see overstrike. That's really it. Yeah. It was $7 at it's duct tape, so there's that. And I have no idea what's the story behind it. So this is the first time for me. Sometimes I'll buy. Like I get lucky sometimes with the flea market, and some guy won't really know what he's selling. And other times the guy would just be selling like another man's junk, one man's junk, another man's treasure. That saying goes. But okay, all right. It looks like there is a crack. It's running right along here, but it doesn't seem to go all the way. But see, I don't know. I don't want to do anything as handle isn't bad. Not in bad condition. Smooth. Let's see if it's straight. It's straight. It's got overstrike, but like that's not incredibly detrimental. I don't know. I'll have to take more duct tape off and see if I can take the glue off. So, kind of running a little bit longer than what I want to do. So, oh goodness gracious me. Well, I'll take the rest of that tape off and take the glue back and see what that's like. So now we're going to go back to what I originally wanted to make this, which was my Killinger dunlap hanging. And there are a couple ways you could do this type of thing to get, like it's a bit of an effort to hang an axe head. You just got to know what you're doing. You got to have a way to take the head off when you want to, make your fine adjustments. It's not advancing any further, so you need to make fine adjustments. You want a punch. This is a punch I made out of an old axe handle, so the swelling right here was pretty perfect for that. And it was beveled, and I've beat it to crap. So that fair warning: if you do make yourself a punch, know that you will end up having to just like have a couple around. You could do metal ones, but metal ones tend to ruin the wood of the head or the axe handle itself. These are just cut-offs. I made these punches cheap. I cut them off from a brick macer's chisel. So it's kind of expensive. It wasn't really like if you want to be able to just take out the heads like aggressively, then use these. If you want to be delicate and you don't want to ruin the head or the axe handle, then I would use this method. It's a bit easier. Another thing that I learned over time is you don't want to strike. So you hang it by striking the bottom right here, and that pushes the handle forward, but the head stays in place, and that allows you to get your hang properly. The only thing that you want to do, it's a bit of an advice. You don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to try and drive. Another guy I watch, he's like, you want to send it home. You don't want to like. Even he says it sometimes. Like, you don't want to send it home when you know it's going to get stuck. Like it's not going to advance any further. If you have a feeling, if you're experienced with this and you're doing it, you're looking at it, you're like, I don't think I can get this any further. You're seeing curls all along. You're like, there's no reason for me to drive this. Once I see a little bit of curling, you should stop. Just because you can get it stuck. I have had that happen a couple times, and it's been frustrating. Oops, sorry, alarm's going off. So it's better to just wait. I got a little bit of curling on the side here, and it just hasn't advanced any further. And I also got, I tried beveling the inside of here. It was pretty worn down. It looks like someone had hammered in. So I took, see if I can get this here. I don't have like a vise to hold this in, and also my vise that I was using it over there tore into the logo a bit. So, oh goodness gracious me! I hope I did not do anything drastic. Hasn't moved any further. It's hard once you get to this point where it's pretty far into the head. It's kind of hard to get a good grip on here. Let's see something right. No, I don't think I can do this. I don't want to use the metal. I want to use the wood. I want to try and stick to using the wood as much as possible. Hopefully I didn't advance it too far. There we go. It's moving. Okay. Ha ha ha. Huh. I didn't want to give good advice and then be made the fool, you know? Okay, so curling right here. I need to write on here a word of advice to myself. I need to make sure I don't drive. So this was the curling on, so side, what's the logo? So L. And then F, maybe. So I just wanted to make sure I knew where the logo side was going, so I'm not making my fine adjustments and then to realize like, oh, like one side's off or I need to take a little bit off of here. I just need to know exactly what I'm doing and just kind of remember these things. And so I've done this. I've said this a couple times. I use a rasp. I use a spoke shave. I am going to use my spoke shave right now. I refurbished a little bit, like tuned it up. This wooden spoke shave, and it works really, really nicely. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, you can't really see my face here. So wooden spoke shaves, pretty nice. I think Wood River and Lee Valley, they make a low angle metal spoke shaves. I've yet to buy one. I've heard good things about the Wood River one, and the Lee Valley ones are also really nice. I would just have to buy them. It'd be a nice experience. I know other models of wooden spoke shaves, they have a brass wear plate. You can see it on here. This does not have a brass wear plate. It's just wood, and it's worn pretty bad. You can kind of see it's got a divot right here from just constant use. I tried working it over with the plane, and to no avail. It didn't really do anything like special. I mean, the better thing when you get a spoke shave, if it has a brass wear plate, totally buy that. If you're looking into using wooden spoke shaves, brass wear plate is a must. It's just it makes the tool last a lot longer. Obviously, this tool will still work, and I can still keep doing what I'm doing here. It's a little bit detriment to the fine quality you would want. So, taking down the sides just slightly because it's where the curling was. Oh, there's my dog. I want to take where the logo marking is. I've been using this float. It's called by Vixen. I'll show you the pattern here. It's got this crescent. It could be a farrier's rasp. I wouldn't know. Hey, sorry, my dog's coming in here. He's really worried. Gets anxious when I don't give him attention. All right, buddy. going to take it too aggressive here. There's a certain like way you're supposed to use these floats, and I've been using it. Kind of understand it now, but before I didn't. Switching to the metal spoke shave.